I still hear the fork hit the floor before I hear my daughter scream. Funny how trauma edits sound, sharpens it, plays it back in slow motion. Thanksgiving night. The table warm, the faces cold. And the moment everything I believed about family died right in front of me. My parents had just announced it. All the grandchildren will sleep over. Tomorrow we'll take them to the park, a tradition they adored. But then my mother turned to me, her smile slicing into me like a blade. Your daughter is not joining us. She requires too much attention. We can't have her ruining the day for the other kids. My daughter's lower lip trembled. She whispered, "I want to go too." 6 years old, heart too soft for this world. My sister slammed her fork down. God, she's so dramatic. And then, she hurled the fork toward my daughter's face. I watched it spin, metallic, merciless. It hit her cheek hard enough to knock her off her chair. Her cry ripped something out of me I didn't know still lived. "What have you done?" I shouted, voice shaking. "She's just a child." My mother didn't flinch. "Just take it out," she snapped, as if my daughter were an inconvenience, as if pain were her fault. Something inside me snapped so quietly I almost didn't hear it. I grabbed the hammer from my father's tool bag, the one he always brought to fix things after dinner, and I swung. I felt the vibration shoot through my arm when metal met bone. My sister's scream blurred with my daughter's. I don't know how many times I hit her, maybe once, maybe 3. But my father tore the hammer away and kicked me so hard my ribs cracked. "Take your brat," he said, "and never show up here again." I carried my daughter out with shaking hands, blood staining her small sweater. At the hospital, when the doctor stepped into the hallway and lowered his eyes, I knew the news before he said it. Brain swelling, severe concussion, possible long-term damage. Something cold settled into my chest then. Not grief, not rage, clarity. That was the night I decided I would destroy everything they had. People think revenge is born from chaos. They're wrong. Mine was born from order, from silence, from understanding that monsters raised me, and I had spent my whole life pretending they weren't real. I didn't shout, I didn't confront, I didn't even block them. I let them believe they'd won. I let them believe I was broken. While I planned. It started with the house. The one my father forgot was half in my name, because he used my credit to refinance it years ago. I found the documents in an old binder in my childhood room months before Thanksgiving. Back then, I didn't think much of it. Now it became my first weapon. I called a lawyer, a quiet one, a strategic one. And within weeks, the house was frozen under an ownership dispute. They couldn't sell, couldn't borrow, couldn't run. Then I went for my mother. Her reputation was her shrine. Church committees, charity boards, endless performances of sainthood. All it took were the hospital photos of my daughter and a well-timed email to every board member. Accidental injury, they tried to say. Children fall, but bruises have a language. Doctors speak it fluently. She was removed from every position within 48 hours. My sister came next. She always hid behind her spotless image as the perfect mother. A mother who threw a fork at a child? I didn't need to lie. I didn't need to exaggerate. I just let the truth breathe. Sent the video from the dining room camera, the one my parents installed years ago for safety. A copy landed anonymously at her workplace, her in-laws' phones, her husband's email. The divorce papers she received 2 months later weren't from me. The climax came on a quiet Sunday morning, when my parents called, frantic, desperate. "Please fix this," my father begged. "We're losing everything." I let him talk. Let him unravel. Let him feel what helplessness tastes like. "You told me to take my daughter," I said softly, "and never come back." There was silence. A long, fragile silence where I swear I heard their world collapsing. "Please," my mother whispered. "We didn't." "Yes," I said, "you did." And then I ended the call. That was the last time I heard their voices. My daughter is healing now, slowly, bravely. She sleeps with her tiny hand gripping mine as if I'm the only anchor she trusts. Maybe I am. People think revenge is about anger, but for me, it was about balance. Putting weight where it was owed, taking back what was stolen, ensuring the monsters finally saw their own reflection. And when I look at what I've done, I feel no guilt, only peace. They taught me what a mother must become when the world tries to break her child. And I became it.